Spot.
But these are the sites of the schools.
Yeah. But the thing, the truth went up. The thing destroyed the aquatic culture. And when you say here is swamp, but when you enter into the swamp, there is an upland. It's an upland. We farm even inside, even the food. By the time we trek down, here is Etekwuru. When we get into through this route, we farm this way. Inside the swamp too, there is an upland.
Yes, left like this.
We pass this left like
yes.
this.
We pass through the...
And even here, even this way, we can even trek up to this left. We pass through this route. So the spill went into the swamp. Yes. So what were the major threats you people discovered as the spill went there? You are not fishing. Are you fishing?
The aquatic
animals now
was destroyed.
Even the land, the upland where we found, even into the swamp. You can pass through this side so that you understand what I'm saying. Were all destroyed. If you watch at this place, you can find out that the cassava has disappeared. From the swamp.
So like this
from this way.
This is individual.
For this way is individual.
Yes.
So that one is not.
let's say from a theoretical standpoint, we want to engage in any agricultural work, right? Because the goal is, again, we'll go back to the premise of the project, which is to reclaim oil spill affected land. If we were to do any activities here, we will not need to identify who the owners of the land is.
We'll link up with them because
understand? So that because they have to be, because essentially
they have to be part of it.
Right. If this is their national work for Aichan, then you need to now help them to really get a better yield of whatever they've lost all over the years due to the spill that happened over there that spilled over to their land. So that's
the swamp. How deep do you think it is? Is it the type of a swamp that when you enter you? Okay, let me tell you, let me give you an instance from the experience we had on our road, because when I get to that place I will show you the route to that road. When Ajip wanted to build the road for us, the depth of the river I feel will be same with the swamp. It's 5.6 meters. Yes. I'm giving you an instance from where we tested, and I believe that the level of the swamp and that of the river is always the same. So it's 5.6. Okay. Yeah.
There are actually UN mandates for biodiversity, wetland protection. This is essentially the kind of farming that we now want to see in the program.
Yeah.
So we want to do better yield than this. From it.
Okay.
ifedenge ahụ mewere a na-eji emezi ọka ịbịala okpo ụlọ nụ anyị nwegara hụ ala ụzọ ndị eji akọga rice testi ahụ machagara mma mana ọ bụ nga eji eme arụpụta anyị nwegakwara n'ụzọ ndị eji akọ achịcha anyị nwegara ụzọ ndị eji akọ ji ma mmiri kpụa bifo mmiri ji abịa ka ji ka anyị nwere lans hia ụzọ ndị eji arụga ọrụ agrikọlchọ ndị iche iche ma lenwa nkwado nke zuru oke eji emepụtacha ife ndị a ala afọla ala ọzọ eji afụcha ala ala si ife niile zuru oke n'ala nke anyị ahụ ọ bụla Chineke ji eme ebere ngidi ji eme ama kpado ya pụta ihe anyị ji ala ike a adịghị nwa wetara projekti ya ji ala ike kwa most
into our river. We'll get to the point where you see the river. And the river was there also. And here is the farmland. Here is the swamp. It is spilled into this.
And this speed is not too long.
No, it's about 2 years old.
2008.
Okay.
Even why?
Even
And there was one that recently happened, which is less than 3 years. 3 years. Okay.
Because at the end of the day, I need to be able to say, okay, this is the amount of our land that we actually. The Etekwuru was actually one of the prime locations that we started with. So they had this spill site in about, I think it happened in 2006, thereabout, and we did some site visitation about 2008. I don't have any information as far as where the location was, but I would like to assume that it was somewhere within the vicinity. But it's, we hope, once again, we keep emphasizing that the community will cooperate with our scientists to be able to collect the samples necessary and then start the remediation process. Okay. So now we're going to see a wetland location because the community has indicated that they have an interest in rice farming. That's an agricultural practice that the United Nations has an interest in. So we'd like to see how we can build capacity for the community to see if resources can be attracted to help them engage their young people, engage their women in economic empowerment.
The family, they vandalized it. But before the vandalization, they spilled occurred.
and in this place, we will kill fish here. All the aquatic listen is gone. As I'm talking to you, here has not been clean.
This place was like
This plant have to build, come out now. Beautiful, that is
the
it.
open place shows that it was a pond.
A very big pond.
And the aquatic life, none is
None is in existence here. So, let's get
this place. We need to do
Attention.
You see how this place is. We need to reclaim it. Now by removing all this this thing at the topsoil.
So when you guys, so now we will discuss your sampling plan.
Yes, sampling plan
So-
on the site.
That too, we do adjacent sampling, and then possibly, even though it is beyond the scope of this project for you to do groundwater sampling, but with the spill that has lasted for this many years,
Yes.
you have to almost
You have to
imagine
do
that
groundwater,
that you
yes,
have to
the
do-
penetration.
Yeah, it's a
And
given that you
the
must have
tertiary
penetrated.
class in the soil analysis is very, very important.
Yeah,
So you can know the penetration rate.
penetration rates, right?
Yeah.
So we do as much as we can because this is something else.
Yeah.
For after so many years, for this thing to still remain like this.
Like this.
So
You can see the
imagine-
thickness of the this thing. This is thick. Look at it. Look at it. It's very thick. You can, that is to tell you the extent.
accent of
Right,
This
right,
is the
right.
clue that. Look at. This is. Look at it now. That is just the clue that has dried here.
That was dry.
So
But where
all-
did you go? That's the question.
All these things. We need to remove everything here. Everything. For the rain,
Because if it rains again
If
now,
it rains again, the
won't
water will
work
cover
here.
and then it cannot.
when I came, the first time I came to collect sample, I took a picture standing on that wellhead. Yes. And then the people showed me this dump site. They brought a company from Starkot for to evacuate the dump.
But even though how many years, it's still very
No, that's what I'm telling you. So it became ironic when I saw these young children swimming in here. So look at innocent kids swimming in the pool of chemicals. This is essentially, this is essentially why we are here. Because innocent children, they don't know the history of this place. You cannot blame them for coming here to swim because I won't according to Abre Panko, what do? They come here to swim. We didn't stage it, we were just seeing when we happen to turn around, we see them. So you look at it and there is nothing else we can do but to help the community to actually reclaim all this land. Because the more it stays, the worse it gets. At this pit, and right over there, Bogane Aichandemag. And there's what we call bioaccumulation. You guys understand the concept of bioaccumulation? Yes. Bioaccumulation is whereby plants and every other thing, Ekurako, will now extract those chemicals. They will now extract them, but they end up like already. So what you do is that you are now eating the chemicals themselves. Yes. That's essentially what it is, because now you look at this, there's no boundary between there and there because it will not seep through the ground over there. Because it will thrive, because there's Miri right next to it. But at the same token, it's going along with the chemicals they are limit. So that is why what we're trying to do is essential.
A lot of pressure that I deep came and built this fence, but yet the effect remains. The effect remains. Even if the thing has stopped, but the effect remains because nothing has been done.
Lateral migration.
Yes. Beautiful.
Horizontal migration.
By all accounts, this is the legendary Oloshi that connects the two Etekwuru home and Etekwuru plantation. The people has been very generous. If you can just come close, Chief Okwodo, to tell us exactly the oil well sites that we actually looked at.
In Etekwuru, we have 4 oil wells. These oil wells were tagged Mbwede. Mbwede is a community in River State. From the first exploration, the first oil well that was drilled in by Ajib, that was done at Mbwede. That was why they named those oil wells Mbwede locations. Like in Etekwuru, where we have 4 oil wells, we have Mbwede 24 location, which is in Etekwuru land. We have Mbwede 18, which is in Etekwuru land. We have Mbwede 19, which is in Etekwuru land. We have Mbwede 25. And these are the oil wells we visited today. And these are the places where the community land their oil spilled to, including 18-inch trunk line, Rumepe line, by Shell Development Company, which also cut across Etekwuru community, and there was a spill.
Can I impact
from that place?
So we like this movement because what the youth need is empowerment. So much thank the movement so that we work things together, and we promise that problem cannot happen for this movement. So we need the project to execute so that our voice will engage
and that is in agriculture, and that's the premise of the project. The guarantee, which is we are the managers. The managers are foundation for youth development. So our target is actually the youth, because an idle hand is a devil's workshop. Isn't it what it is? So that's why if we engage the youth meaningfully, they should be able to avoid if you are at work. There is no problem for you to. It costs up and lorry lose already now.